Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we can get started. We're going to do reports of the borough officers. Do we have anything from our financial advisor? Okay. How about the police chief?
Just a couple of things real quick.
Uh-huh.
Without Steven stealing the manager's fire, everybody knows that we had gone on board with Park Mobile. So we just received the hardware for that system, and this is it. It's a regular cell phone that they convert with software and app to use along with a ticket printer. So the way it works is an officer takes a picture of a tag, it populates on their screen, they choose the violation, they put it in the make, and they print a ticket out of here. So tickets are no longer going to be, there will be no more soft copies of tickets. They go right to the back office, is what they call the back office, which is just software, how we are able to process tickets. And then Kathy processes tickets as she normally would. But it's done all electronically now. We're moving towards a cashless front office for everything. And that leads me to my second thing is we have hardware in the office now that we can accept credit card payments at the desk. Online, we can accept credit card payments through the police website for crash reports, for parking tickets. And then AOPC takes cashless payments for summary violations and stuff like that, but that's outside of our realm. So there are a couple new things that are going on with technology in our place, and the manager will tell you how we paid for it, which is awesome. We didn't even know it. And just to report on Halloween, it was a great night. We had extra officers out. We had gotten some accolades for the very visible police presence around town. And Clifton is a relatively safe town as towns around us go. So it's not so much crime that we're worried about on Halloween. It's traffic and pedestrian safety on Halloween. It went really well. We had no issues. There was no arrests. There's no accidents. There's no injuries. And the streets were loaded, specifically the 3rd Ward and the 4th Ward, because it's easy pickings with the row homes, but they were packed. Yep. That's great that the borough was able to put that holiday in effect for our residents. And other than that, I do not have anything else to report tonight.
Okay.
Oh, one other thing.
Oh, yeah.
So just so you know, we started the process of looking to replace part-time officers. We did have an applicant, 17-year resident of Clifton Heights. He's Councilman Fagioli's neighbor in the 200 block of Harrison. He has been through the academy, has passed our background. He's been through the physical, psychological, and polygraph with flying colors. I will present him at the council meeting for your review and swearing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any questions for the chief? Okay. All right. Next is fire chief.
You'll have my report at the council.
Okay. Thank you. Anything from our engineer? Mr. Ryan?
JP will be here next month. He's doing a lot of work for us. In the last week of my report, I'll bring up some updates on things we've been doing.
Okay. All right. Great. All right. And then solicitor's report?
No, I have nothing for tonight.
Code enforcement.
Thank you, Madam President. Thank you. We've been getting a lot of phone calls up here at Borough Hall about a resident who now has a pig over in the Westbrook Park section. So we're working on that. We've been addressing it under the property maintenance code in terms of sanitation and rodent harborage. She has been complying and working to clean that up. I would anticipate some members of the public speaking at our next council meeting, looking for an ordinance for farm animals.
Okay.
But we're working on that now, but several of them had expressed that they would like to address council on that.
All right. Any questions for Mr. Gould? Okay. All right, before we start the manager's report, since we are going to vote on an item tonight, I I wanted to open the floor for any public comment prior to the manager's report regarding agenda items. Okay. All right, seeing none, we'll move forward with the manager's report.
First item of business is the President Council appointed a banking committee some time ago. Republic Bank, which is our depositor, was approved by council back with the reorganization, notified us that they were going out and Fulton Bank would be taken over. Cindy and I and the President Council and the mayor spoke, and we thought it'd be a good idea. We're financially sound. We have good funds in the bank, and we thought it'd be a good idea to go out there and solicit. We solicited to 17 banks. We received 5 proposals. The banking committee met extensively with those banks. We brought 2 of the finalists in, met with them, interviewed them, and then we went out and checked out their backgrounds, and then the committee met to decide to make a recommendation to council. Tonight, I'm pleased to report that the bank committee picked First Bank. They're relocating. There'll be a new branch in Media, PA, pretty much a Wilmington bank, I believe. Good customer service. Their background checks were excellent. And we'll be making a move, if approved by council's will, we'll be making the move tomorrow or next day. Hopefully to have this up and running soon, but move it into 2025 with good rates and a good new customer service. Open any questions any council would have.
Any questions regarding the banking? Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve First Bank as a depository for the Borough of Clifton Heights and to authorize the officers of the borough to take the necessary action to open the accounts.
So moved.
All right, Mr. Cannon made the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, and we'll do a roll call vote.
Sure.
Okay, Mr. Resnick?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Braun is not here. Chair votes yes. Mr. Gorman?
Yes.
Mr. Cannon?
Yes.
Mr. Swan?
Yes.
Mr. Fagioli?
Yes.
Okay. Motion carries.
Next up is the chief alluded to, we had 2023, we applied. I'm sorry.
Someone down there. I'm sorry, who seconded the motion? Me.
Mr. Gorman?
Gorman, thank you.
In 2023, the chief and I applied for some grants under an LSA, legislative accounts. Through Senator Kearney's office, we were notified a month ago, I think I put a note out to council, of the 2 grants. One was for $30,000 for the Park Mobile, which is the new equipment that the chief is displaying over there. And the other was for 2 police cars for $120,000. So that's just an information. The next one is we would like to, Chief, you want to explain how we're going to lay these cars out so we have them stressed out?
Yeah, we had purchased one already. Our oldest car was a 2019, and it was starting to experience a lot of mechanical issues. It was starting to nickel and dime us a bit. So I was actually trying to extend the life of that car by the least amount of financial loss on us as possible. When I got a call from the manager saying, "Hey, guess who just called me? He told me what we got in the pipeline." So finding out that we had 2 grants were great. So I immediately purchased one for Fred Beans of Westchester. It's a CoStar's dealer. I took delivery of that last week, and I will space our next purchase out for as long as we can, up to 6 or 8 months, to purchase another one so they're not back to back with wear and tear at the same time.
It's almost like buying your bicycle. The Santa Claus delivered it, but your mom and dad didn't know how to have it yet. So he doesn't have the keys yet. We're on hold because police cars right now are like super hard to get a hold
Hard
of.
to get.
So we're if it passes tonight, I'm allowed to give him the keys.
So that was where we're at with that. It couldn't come at a better time because, like I said, our oldest car in the fleet was really starting to nickel and dime us with some major repairs on the horizon.
So the next one we're anticipating, we have until 2026 for the grant.
Yeah, so I mean, I like to space it out as much as I could. In the meantime, I was talking to John to try to recycle some of my cars through code enforcement to upgrade their pool and lessen any kind of expenses on the borough. So the farther I can stretch, the better off it is. And I'll work with John to make sure that he gets the best out of my fleets.
Thanks, Chief. So I need a motion for the car.
I'll
Under LSA.
entertain a motion to approve the purchase of a police vehicle from Fred Beans Ford of Westchester in the amount of $46,243.90 pursuant to CoStar's contract number 013E23278 using the grant.
I'll make
So
that
moved.
motion.
All right, so Mr. Gorman made the motion,
I'll
Mr.
second.
Fagioli seconded. We'll do a roll call vote. Mr. Resnick?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Mr.
Yes.
Gorman? Mr. Cannon?
Yes.
Mr. Swan?
Yes.
Mr. Fagioli?
Yes.
All right, motion carries.
The next one, we solicited 3 bids. John Weber Incorporated received the lowest bid at $21,666. The building that we currently sit in has a product called EFS, which is a synthetic stucco that requires maintenance, and the maintenance is due on the caulk joints. And then in the spring, we'll come back with another bid to be able to seal coat the entire building for protection. If we don't keep that up, you can get mold behind the water behind the EFS itself and cause problems. So we'd like to get it done before the weather really sets in. So it was on the agenda tonight. So that would require a motion.
All right, so I'll entertain a motion to approve a contract with John Weber, Inc., the lowest responsible bidder, in the amount of $21,666 for seal coating and caulking of the municipal building.
So moved.
All right, Mr. Gorman made the motion. Mr. Resnick seconds it. We'll do a roll call vote again. Mr. Resnick?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Mr. Gorman?
Yes.
Mr. Cannon?
Yes.
Mr. Swan?
Yes.
Mr. Fagioli?
Yes.
All right, motion carries.
The next item, I'm going to let Councilman Fagioli talk about Diamond Street. Work is being done. JP and myself and the councilman in that area. So I'll let John talk about Glenwood Avenue. So if you want to talk a little about what we're doing for the residents in Diamond Street, currently going on with the dirt and all.
We're Diamond Street?
Yeah, Diamond Street.
The Diamond Street Park right now, they're bringing dirt from up, from the middle school and leveling off part of that park so that we could get playground equipment up there. And then from that point, they're going to start building on it and open that park with the trail around it and this playground equipment stuff and some stuff for adults too, to work out on too. Hopefully that works out. We still got to go through that. We had a representative here with for the playground stuff, and he told us he could establish stuff that will help us do it. And we're in good shape, but we're saving a lot of money by using the dirt from up there. The cost is way down because of that. Thanks to Tom going up there.
So that's the top of the hill, right? So I go to the bottom of the hill where John lives.
As everyone in the borough knows, the former basketball courts on Glenwood Avenue have been an eyesore for a long time. They weren't used for that for a while. They were used by ad hoc skateboarders without permission, and then that got very shabby looking too. Due to the park, the area not being used, the fence has gotten overgrown, but overall, it needed a vast improvement, and we were fortunate enough because of Tom's hard work. It is now been leveled off. Instead of having 2 areas, they're one at different elevations. It's been leveled off, and two pickleball courts will go in to start, with a possibility later of a 3rd one. And so everyone understands, you build one pickleball court, nobody comes because they're afraid they can't get on. You build 2, and next thing you know, you need more because so many people want to use them. I have personally got a lot of response about the pickleball courts, besides my wife. But it's already been leveled. They did a great job. There'll be retaining walls to make it look pretty. The fence will be going down, and next to it will be a small dog park area for people in the neighborhood to use. Bruce, I don't want to steal your thunder, but one thing Tom's sending a letter out to the residents with borough's approval, council's approval, so that the residents with children could come up and give their input, and they'll get a presentation on what we're thinking about for up there, and so they can kind of give their input for their age group of children, so.
Goal is, JP's working aggressively to really accelerate the project. And we'll also make it a lot easier rather than have to construct 2 levels. He's working on that aggressively to get this out, hopefully by spring, so the equipment can be starting coming in here and starting to get worked out. So hopefully we can get similar to the contract that we did here with Adam, help me out. It's the KPM, with the KPM, where we have a company that comes in and manages it, like we did this room with the KPM. So that'll accelerate as well. We're looking forward to that.
Tom, how many parking spots are going to be up there?
We talked about that. We were looking at, the JP's evaluating that, but right now there's 25 parking spots that we put in right across from the field.
Right,
Probably
okay.
going to use. When you look at the activity levels, we're going to leave some space, maybe add it, but in the beginning, why spend money in our parking lot if we don't really know if there's going to be a need?
Absolutely.
So that's where JP is looking at, just utilizing them in the beginning. And pickleball courts, there's only 4 people in the thing. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not a pickleball. Don't be looking for me to. And council, we have to watch our workers' comp injury. So that's all. That's all I have tonight.
Any questions for the manager? All right. Next, we have council reports. Mr. Swan?
I don't have anything.
Mr. Resnick?
Okay, for us, the big thing this month is the food drive. Big day, the 2 days, and then this Saturday, the 9th, 2 of us Hardy Souls, we go out door to door, hanging bags on doorknobs. We could always use a few more volunteers. We're operating out of St. Stephen's Church Saturday morning, the 9th. We operate out of the church office from 9 to 12. Stop on by if you want to help out. We appreciate it. The big thing in terms of effort is the 16th, we can bring the food in. I could use at least 200 sturdy cardboard boxes. The ideal boxes are for canned goods. State stores have them. A lot of supermarkets are allowed to sell wine these days. Those wine boxes are also excellent. If you wait to the last minute to get it, we're not the only unit doing that. We have permission from the borough to store them here starting Tuesday. So if you go out and get 5 or 6 boxes, bring them here Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. Saturday morning, we'll come in here, pick them up, bring them to the Today's Trial. So we really need cardboard boxes. We're operating at Today's Trial from roughly 9 to 6, depending on how much food we get in. You could always use a bit of a hand, especially as the day wears on. That's all.
Okay. All right. Mr. Fagioli?
I have nothing.
Okay. Mr. Cabot?
No.
Okay. All right, Mr. Braun and Ms. Borelli are not here. Okay. I guess I also wanted to thank the police department for their efforts on Halloween. I also received several compliments about seeing everybody out there.
I'll let you guys
And-
know.
Yeah, so that was really nice. It was noticed and appreciated. Sunday, I got to go to the Burt Bell cheerleading competition and see our Clifton Heights cheerleaders. Everybody did a great job, and our 10 and under and 14 and under both got 3rd place at the competition. So it was a very nice day. On November 18th at 6:30, we're going to have another planning meeting for Frost Fest for anyone who wants to come out and be a part of planning that event, which will take place on December 8th. And that's all I have for this evening. Mr. Gorman, do you have anything?
I have nothing.
Okay. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you. I did also want to thank the police. They did an excellent job that night for Halloween. I did get plenty of people give me a call saying they saw them out there, and that was great. November the 11th, Monday, is Veterans Day, so please, if you know any veterans, please thank them for their service. We owe them everything. The there's going to be a tree lighting after the Frost Fest, starting at 6 o'clock at the firehouse. So everyone's invited to that. That's December the 8th, so you'll hear that a couple more times. And my report will get longer on the council meeting. Thank you. That's it for me.
All right. I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
All right.
Second.
All right.